this you? Do you feel that time is just slipping away so fast? We're almost halfway through the year and you're thinking, damn, I'm still where I am when it comes to achieving this goal, this dream, this whole vision that I had for myself. I promised I wouldn't do it. I did this the same time last year. In fact, actually, I'm further behind than I was last year. Is this you? If it is, then do please stay tuned for this short video, because I'm going to share with you 3 things that I think we need to be accepting of ourselves in order to move forwards that bit faster on our self-development journey towards our dream life, our vision, our goals, our purpose. Hi, I'm Dolly Malik. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. A channel that focuses around tips, tricks, strategies, techniques, all around self-development, self-empowerment, leading on to transformation. If you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you on board. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for spending time with me once again. It's always a pleasure to have you all watching. I truly do feel blessed to have you spend this time with me. And as always, do please put your comments in the section down below, because the discussions actually continue way past the video. And do please share and like and put some comments around anything that you resonate with, anything you don't resonate with, that's absolutely fine. And also any other tips, tricks that you feel would be helpful to the community. I always do like to read them, I do like to answer them, and most importantly, I love to gain wisdom just as much from yourselves as well as whatever I'm trying to impart with you as well. So as I mentioned at the start, it's all about TikTok. The time is ticking away. And the thing is that the beauty of where we live is that we all get given a new 24 hours every single day, be that as humans, as animals, etc. So every single day, regardless of our background, our wealth, our privilege, our status, etc., we get given 24 hours as a new day of opportunity. So make sure we use that wisely. So the time is now to start looking at these 3 things that we need to start accepting for ourselves to move forwards. The first thing, we need to master our emotions. We need to be much more in self-control mode of our emotions. Why is that, you may be asking? Well, the thing is that if we're on our own self-development journey, our goals are going to be very bespoke to us. They may be way off track to what our friends, our family might be considering, and therefore they may well have some negative views or thoughts, opinions towards what we intend to do. And this could potentially go in 2 ways with how we deal with it. Now, the first thing is that we could not take too well to such criticism, right? So it could end up being that we get very defensive and we almost get into sort of heated discussions, arguments and stuff. And what normally happens there is when emotions get high, intelligence becomes low. So it's not really beneficial in terms of the recipient, because they may not have intended it to get to that kind of level. And more importantly, it's not good for yourselves, because it's going to hinder our self-development journey. You know, it's kind of going to completely throw us off balance if our emotions aren't balanced. So the importance of practicing that self-control when it comes to our emotions is really let things go in one ear and out the other. I don't know if you've heard that phrase, it's commonly used in the Western world, but really we need to get to that stage where we kind of are Teflon protected around us. We are willing to accept what other people think and say, but it's not really going to harm us, because we're going to be so self-empowered to go after what we truly believe is our own goals, our dream life and our journey, our vision, right? So that then moves me on to acceptance number 2. Now, this is something that I actually thought about very recently, having just returned from an amazing holiday. Just gave me a huge amount of time to spend resting, relaxing, rejuvenating and recuperating. And despite me having spent quite a bit of money, I came to accept that it's absolutely good to spend money. I had to push past self-limiting beliefs that were kind of imposed upon me from my late father right from childhood. And although I was very blessed to come from families with a lot of privilege, my father was still very, let's say, very cautious when it came to spending money, even though he really didn't need to. And so for me, it's always been a work in progress to keep having to not have to be counting money so carefully when I really, really don't need to. Do please pop down again in the comment section below if you've kind of encountered these sort of things of your relationship with money, and whether it's been impacted by social conditioning, parental conditioning, societal pressures, etc. For me personally, what I'm trying to relay to you is that it's absolutely fine to go out and have that meal with friends. You know, go and order something nice off the menu. Don't be checking how much the budget is for that meal. The same when it comes to a holiday. If you want to have a holiday, then just go for it. Don't be so cautious, because ultimately one thing I've come to learn to appreciate is that life is a gift for us every single day, and we should really appreciate it. Money comes and goes, whereas time doesn't. And I kind of now look back in terms of with my father and think, you know, did he have that self-reflective dialogue before he passed away of thinking, should he have had a different relationship with money himself to actually have enjoyed money far more in order to enjoy life far more than what he probably did do? You know, was he truly as happy as he could have been if he'd had a different relationship with money? So that's the importance around acceptance number 2, which is to accept that it's perfectly fine to spend money. And that then moves me nicely onto the third acceptance, which I did mention at the start was something that I think passes us by a lot. And someone once told me this. In fact, a mentor told me this, and I thought it really did transform how I view life, of the fact that we are only surrounded in terms of lineage by a maximum of 3 generations. So in reality, do you want to be living your life fearful of not being able to achieve your dreams and goals based on people who have already passed away? Have a think about that. Do please pop down in the comment section below what your thoughts are around that one. For me personally, it really did strike home, because unfortunately for me, I no longer have any living blood family. So yes, that's why for me, being on that self-development journey is so important, because all my family passed away, in my view, way ahead of their time. So to me, it's very important that I make the most out of my life, as you should do too, because ultimately we are so precious and we are being blessed with the gift of life. So thank you so much for tuning in once again. If you haven't already subscribed, I would truly appreciate if you would do so. Do please like and continue the dialogues down below in the comment section. Do please share as well with anyone that this would resonate with, in terms of if you feel that they are living their life as per other people's thoughts and journey and not their own. It's so important that we do this for ourselves. Our journey is ours alone. We all have our own light to shine. So I conclude by saying, keep shining, keep smiling, and until the next time, do please keep moving forwards.